Hi guys, hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for everyone that is joining me today. Thank you for all my returning subscribers. Thank you for just clicking on this video. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel and join the family. Check it out, guys. I did not cut my hair, right? I did not cut my hair. It's just plaited on the one side. But check it out. What do you think of this hairstyle? Today's video, actually, I wanted to talk about something that actually is for every day, if I can put it that way. I'll give you a little bit of a backstory as to why I titled the video the way I titled it, because I don't want to actually offend anyone. Hey, I feel like that's the title that society has given this whole, I don't know how to put it, like a subject or something that I'm going to talk about. And that is basically hygiene for fat people. So a little bit of a backstory about how I came, what made me title the video the way I titled it is because when I was younger, I was not aware of this title or this phrase that fat people had or stigma, or what do you call it, impression that thin people have, or they name it, and then they labeled it fat people for fat people. So I was about what, 20, 27, I think, 25. I was 25, just started my new jobs. A little bit of a story time there. I just started my new job, and it was a permanent job. And so one day I was sitting, there was this lady that kind of like took me under her wing when I started working there. And I used to sit with her, and lunchtime and things like that. She taught me stuff, around the office and stuff. So so one day we were sitting together, me and her, like our chairs were next to each other. And I got a phone call. Now, in those days, cell phones were not that. Now you kind of know how old I am. They were not that big of a hype. We were still relying on landlines. Um, so they called me and they said I had a phone call at the front desk. So I got up and I went to go answer the call, and I came back and I sat down next to her. And she turned to me and she looked at me. She's like this. I need to ask you a question, but I don't know how to ask it without sounding offensive or being offensive. But I need to ask the question, and I'm just gonna ask it directly. So I'm like, okay, sure, fine. What is the question? She's like, please don't be offended. I'm like, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna try not to be offended. What is it? And she asked me, how come you don't have the fat people smell? So I looked at her, I'm like, fat people smell? That was the very first um, time I ever heard that phrase, fat people smell, like a fat people, or fat people smell, or they have an odor about them. And she explained it to me, like she's got friends also who are big build, she put it, um, and stuff. But I'm the first fat person she's actually met who doesn't have an odor. I don't have that fat people smell. So I'm like, what does it smell like? The fat people smell. It's a fat people smell. It's like skin on skin, sweat, and everything that rubs together. It just smells bad at the end of the day, or sometimes at the beginning of the day. But fat people just have this odor about them, like sour, it's musty, I don't know. So I'm like, oh, okay. And that was the first time I was introduced. After that, I kind of heard now the phrase a lot, like fat people smell. Like, wow, fat people smell. She asked me, like, what do you do to stay fresh? Because it's 1 o'clock, it's just after lunch and you still smell fresh. I mean, you got up from your seat, you're next to me, um, didn't smell anything. You came back, sat right next to you. There's no bad odor that's following you. What are you doing? Because maybe I can just, advise my other bigger friends who, how to just smell better, or, just not to give off that odor. So that experience kind of motivated this video. And unfortunately, I don't know also how else to title it, because society has labeled it as the fat people smell. So this is my intake or my input on how I take care of myself, or what hygiene I use to make sure that I do not have the fat people smell. So we'll just dive into that. So I basically I do have a phobia for bad smells. Um, my husband always says to me, "You should have worked for the airport, because then they can fire the cadaver dogs and hire you." Because, I am very sensitive to smell. I can smell miles away. Like, I am really, really sensitive to smell. So that's my first weapon that I use, is the fact that I'm sensitive to smell. So I managed to take care of myself better because I'm quite sensitive to smell. And then the second thing I would basically say that helps me not have an odor is the fact that I've got dry skin. Like, from the neck down, my skin is extremely dry, extremely dry. So I use that to my advantage, because I don't sweat as much. And even where skin touches skin, like from the stomach, area and stuff. So and here at the back and stuff like that. So I don't sweat a lot. So that is also just my advantage. And also, just what you put in is what you get out. I've always been somebody who likes drinking water. I think maybe that also helps, just always just purify yourself and cleaning yourself from within. That helps. And it's probably also just the things that you eat. So I can't remember exactly what my routine was those years when she did ask me, but I can tell you the basis of it is you have to take a bath or shower. Like, showering is important, taking a bath is important. That 1, 2, 3 movement, it does not work. You will smell at the end of the day, or even from the middle of the day. So taking a shower in the morning, taking a shower or taking a bath at night, that also helps just get rid of odor. So I make sure that is that happens as often as I do. I mean, this is South Africa. When it's summer, it's hot, so you need to take at least 1 bath or shower a day, just to have water run all over you, and just get into all the crevices and make sure all the sweat and dirt and old skin and odors is washed away through a bath or a shower. So my first routine, I would basically say, is I start obviously with mouth hygiene. I've got sensitive gums now and stuff, so I use like toothpaste for sensitivity and stuff. So I use a toothpaste, I use a mouthwash. That's how I keep my oral hygiene. If I have to brush in the afternoon or just use a mouthwash during the afternoon, I do that. Gum also helps, sugar-free gum, just to keep the mouth fresh. So that is my oral hygiene. Basically, I would now go downwards, which is I take a shower. I like taking showers. Also because of how big I was, I couldn't really take a bath because getting up was really a big challenge. So I stopped taking baths a long time ago, and even now I still do shower because I still have a bit of a phobia about sitting in a bath and having to get up from the bath. But that's a story for a whole other video. But anyway, so I take a shower. At most, I take a shower in the morning. After my workout, I have to shower because I did sweat. Because, okay, obviously I sweat from the face down. I don't sweat much on my body unless it's just here under the bust or under the tummy or whatever. But after the workout, I take a shower. It's a warm shower because I have dry skin, so too hot water, if the water is too hot, it irritates my skin. So a nice temperature hot water. So then I would start off with the Dove soap. I use Dove soap to start off my washing process, because I feel like Dove just makes my skin feel so good. And also just I feel like just using the bar soap, it just cleanses, it washes everything away, the odors and sweat and old skin and all that. So I'll use the bar soap, and I use a loofah or scrunchie. I don't know what you guys would call it. And then my favorite one would be to use in the shower to cleanse myself would be shower gloves. I love shower gloves. I love the way it feels. It's a bit rough for other people on their skin and stuff, but I love using it just to exfoliate. I exfoliate every day. I don't know why. I just like the way my skin feels after exfoliating, nice and smooth and feels clean. Like maybe every second day. Then I use the loofah also every second day. So I alternate between the two. If it's that time of the month, I find my skin is very, very sensitive and it's very, very soft. So the loofah or the shower gloves tend to be it feels just very rough and harsh on my skin. Then I will use a face cloth to wash myself in general. But for the most, those are the three things that I use to wash myself. Then after using the bar soap, I then go in with shower gels. I alternate also between the shower gels. I like using variety of them. I like using the shower gels from Avon and the shower creams as well. I love using the Nivea shower gel. That is fantastic as well. But the big gun for me is the Dove shower gel. That one I don't even use the bar soap to wash myself at first and then go in with the shower gel. I just use the Dove as it is. Like I use the shower gel, I wash myself once and I feel so squeaky clean. And plus the shower gel has like like moisturizing agents or creams or whatever it is that makes the skin just so nice and soft. So it just feels so smooth, it feels clean, I feel fresh after using the Dove. So those are my three shower gels that I alternate between. Also with the Dove, I try and use it, I actually use it every second day because I don't want my skin to get irritated, because I find that if I only use other brands or other products of shower gel, with us fat people, you tend to have these pimples underneath the tummy, like where your tummy meets your thighs and stuff. So I would get really bad pimples and stuff. So ever since I started using the shower gel, the Dove one, I found that I don't get those pimples anymore. And the Dove shower gel actually helped get rid of the scarring that those pimples leave. Like, it's just lightening it. I don't know what is in it, but Dove for me, that's the big one. That one. The other shower gels, I use them because I just want to smell really nice. So I'll use the other shower gels, but they're pretty good. Nivea one is just as good. Makes me feel nice and squeaky clean. It's just that for me, it doesn't make me feel very moisturized. But anyway, so washing myself with the shower gels and finishing it off with shower cream. Then I will basically just go in with this little gadget where you just scrub your feet, you know. So you scrub your feet with it. It takes all that old dead skin from your foot or from your feet, and then it makes me feel, it leaves my feet feeling nice and clean and smooth as well, and I love that. Okay, so then after that, after taking a shower, obviously dry off myself. I dry off myself with a towel, but I like to air dry a little bit, just for my skin, just to absorb all of that still that moisture from the water of the shower. My skin kind of likes that because I've got very dry skin, so every bit helps, every bit of moisture helps. So I will dry off a little bit with a towel, but then I'll air dry a little bit before I apply my oils and creams on my body. So I always start off with the oil. So it will either be, during the winter I use coconut oil, because that is really good to my skin. I find that the other oils that don't match up with how well coconut oil takes care of my skin during the winter, because then my skin is extra dry. So during the winter I go in with the coconut oil, but during the summer I love using baby oil because I love the way it smells and the way it makes my skin look during the summer. I don't know why it's like that, but if my skin during the summer feels a bit too dry, I use coconut oil just to rehydrate my skin again. So coconut is actually very good for dry skin. Thank you, mommy, for that tip. So, and then after applying oil, I go in with a cream, because the cream just makes me smell nice. And now I like using different creams for depending on my different moods that I'm in. Because these creams have like their own smells to it, and you know, I want to just smell a certain way for that day. So I'll use different types of cream or different brands of cream. I love using the Nivea cream. Body cream. It smells so good, and I love the texture of it, and it makes my skin really smell nice. So I will basically like layer it on. So if I took a shower with the Nivea shower gel, then I will use the Nivea cream, because they smell the same and they just boost each other's, you know, because now my skin will smell they just boost each other. So even with the Dove, I will use the Dove shower gel, and my skin already smells nice from the shower. So then if I use the cream, I just top up that smell, and it makes my whole body just smell nice. So I love using the Dove cream as well. I like using the Avon creams as well. It just smells so nice and rosy. I like anything that kind of smells pinkish and rosy and florally. I love anything that smells sweet. I'm a sweet girl. I love it. So I love smelling sweet. I'll just match those creams with their shower gels for the day, so then I smell nice. Then after that, I will now apply deodorant, and I'm very staunch I stick to only two brands, and that is I used to like wearing Shield, right? The brand Shield deodorant. I used to love it until I came across the Dove deodorant. The reason why I switched from Shield to Dove is because Shield doesn't play. Hey, Shield, that is a boss of a deodorant. I mean, if it says that bottle says 48 hours, I mean, like that thing means 48 hours. Whereas with Dove, I don't. For me, for my body or my skin, it doesn't last me 48 hours as it says. But I guess it's different for everyone. But the only thing that made me convert to Dove is their fragrances. The Dove deodorants, they smell amazing. Whereas the Shield, it's very limited for me. Like, it doesn't smell very girly. I think maybe it's just meant for sports people. But it does. Yeah, Shield is the boss of a deodorant. Dove, it does keep me fresh for a very long time, maybe for 12 hours or 13 hours, but after that, kind of deserts me. But I love the way they smell. I cannot make up my mind when I go shopping for toiletries and stuff. Which one should I take now? Because they smell amazing. Okay, then the next routine, sure. Just imagine, it takes me an hour to get dressed, to get ready when I have to go to work and stuff. But I feel like the routine is worth it for me. Like, I know like how to time myself. So next thing I do would be body mists. I discovered body mists now lately because I love watching now these fragrance channels where they teach you or talk about fragrances and smelling good, and I love those videos. I follow a lot of those ladies' channels, so I get a lot of ideas from them. So I came across also body mists, and I haven't looked back either. When looking for body mist, I came across this body mist or these body mists, and they are fantastic. The gold one, the gold and black one, oh my word, that one is it is fantastic. The Oh My Sugar and that one is so, it smells good and it lasts the whole day. And what I normally do is I'll spritz myself all over, and I'll spritz my underwear, the bra and I spritz them as well, so that when you wear them, I found that the heat of your body while you are moving around, because the underwear has been sprayed, oh my word, you smell nice, and it lasts long because it works with the warmth of your body and the chemistry of your body. And because your underwear is the first piece of clothing that's on your skin, when you move around, it smells nice. So that Oh My Sugar, everyone always asks me, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? Because sometimes I don't even wear fragrance, and sometimes Oh My Sugar wants to show off and kill maybe the perfume I'm wearing, and then people just smell Oh My Sugar. That one, she's the bomb. Yeah. So then my next thing that I use to make sure that I smell fresh throughout the day is panty liners, because panty liners just save your underwear. It catches everything that needs to be caught throughout the day. It keeps little messy fresh and dry, and I like using the scented ones, because even if there is a little moisture there, that little cute little scent comes out. So panty liners for me is very important. Then after that, I just lightly spray myself with the fragrance or the perfume that I wanna spray myself with for the day, or that I chose maybe for the day that complements Lola or that complements Oh La La. So then after that, I go in with a fragrance. When I've chosen now what fragrance I'm gonna use, I just spray myself lightly with it before I put on my clothes. I spray my skin with a little bit of the perfume for the day. And then from there, after getting dressed, I will put on a perfume. And my favorite perfumes, basically, I've got like 3 different categories of perfume in my collection at the moment. I came across also from Checkers. Oh, and if you want to know where to find the Oh My Sugar and the Oh La La to spritz yourself with, or body to mist yourself with, I buy it at Checkers Hyper. Checkers Hyper. So go check it out. Sometimes you don't have to go and buy the expensive products to get quality. Okay, so now coming back to the fragrances, I like using, I came across Checkers also has a fragrance range. There's a little rack there that they have fragrances. I believe that they are knockoffs, because there's no way that they could be that cheap, and they original. They are knockoffs, right? So they are knockoffs, but they've got like what you call it, name brands knockoffs, right? And they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Like my number one is Chanel. They've got like Chanel number 5, and it's my favorite one. I mean, when I wear Chanel, I smell good the whole day. They are oil-based fragrances, but oh my gosh, they smell so good and they last so long on your skin. So Chanel is number 1. She lasts. I can run with her till midnight. And then there's the J'adore. Come on, those are big names now in the perfume industry. So there's that one as well, lasts long on my skin. Then there's DKNY. And then there's also Black Opium. Black Opium smells really good. So I enjoy them. Those are my go-to. But I love the Chanel one. Top for me is Chanel number 5. Then also I like using the Avon fragrances. I've got a few that I love using, so they last long as well. This one, she's a beast. Brown one is a beast. She lasts long, and they don't play when they say it lasts for 8 hours. It really, even till the next day on my skin, it lasts long. So those are the few Avon products, fragrances that I like wearing. And then there's also the expensive ones, like the name brand of the ones that I would really like say, okay, they're expensive in my eyes, but I can afford them at this moment. And those are your Baccarat Rouge. It's not bad. I buy Baccarat from Take a Lot. And that one, everyone's using Baccarat now. Like everyone is using it, male or female. Baccarat is it. So I sometimes go in with Baccarat. Hubby says it makes me smell. He loves that scent on me. So I love that one. And then there's the other fragrances that I also use that are name brand, but that one stands out for me. So those are the perfumes I would basically use to keep myself smelling fresh throughout the day, and also just to maintain the good smell and smelling good. I like carrying wet wipes with me. I've got like a pack at the office. I've got a pack in my bag. I've got a pack of wet wipes in every bag, basically, at home, in basically every room, in the bathroom. So whenever you have to go and touch up, down there, a wet wipe will help, and it just helps with keeping the panty liner also nice and fresh. If you just go and touch up, so 2 or 3 times during the day with a wet wipe. A wet wipe can do a lot of things. Like even if you feel like you're not nice and fresh underneath your armpits, take a wet wipe and reapply. And I also like wearing, decanting a little bit of the fragrances that I like wearing, the perfumes that I like wearing. I decant it, put it in my bag that I take to work. So sometimes if I feel like a scent has deserted me, because during the month, your chemistry is just different. When it's that time of the month and stuff, fragrances don't last on my skin, so I tend to just touch up a little bit. So yeah, that's the other thing that I use to just keep myself maintained. I have gum in my bag also to maintain the orally smelling fresh. So yeah, guys, that is basically what I do to make sure that I keep fresh throughout the day, and to make sure that I don't get that oh, you've got the fat people smell. You know, that is my biggest phobia. Yeah, some days you know are hot, and sometimes it's different and stuff. You kind of do get musty and things, but I do my utmost best to make sure that I smell good and fresh all the time throughout the day. So that's basically what I'm sharing with you in this video. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you are well, and I hope that this video was helpful to somebody, just to help you with the hygiene, you know, keeping yourself fresh, and maybe it gave you some ideas to up your game and just smell all girly, you know. I'm a girly girl. I love smelling good. I love, you know, just being a girl, being a woman. I still see myself as a girl, you know. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I will catch you in my next video. Bye.
Where it stays, way back a year ago.